Hello everyone, it's Sue here. In this video, I want to share where I'm at with my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 8, prompt number 5. I actually have the pieces sewn down, and so I just want to show you and kind of give you an update. I keep adding things to my wall hanging. So the wall hanging is 15 inches wide by 21 inches long. And I just keep adding things. So I guess want to give you an update. I'm like so excited. I'm loving it. But prompt number 5 is beige or egg crew, Lacey Doily. And Rachel had said, crocheted or even Battenberg is okay. Yeah. So what I selected to put on my wall hanging for this prompt is this heart down here, which is very lacy. It's not necessarily a doily, but you know what? I'm going with it. This over here is obviously like a half of a doily, and I just love the way that that looks on this wall hanging. So that was another piece that I added for this prompt. And then the third piece that I added is this little square up here, which is also a very beautiful lacy type doily. And the reason I put that in that spot is because at first I had it like centered here, but then these two things I felt like were just on top of one another, and I don't want that. I want things skewed, like off-centered, like laying on top of one another. And yeah, I'll explain that a little bit more as I go along. But so a couple of the things that I have added is, well, I added this last week, this like white and pink doily, but I added the little flower, the little beige flower in the middle, and then I added that very dimensional button. And I just thought it was so cute. Oh my gosh. So I'm really happy with that. Yeah, so what I mean about like overlapping or laying things on top of one another, let's look at this first. So like this piece right here, to me, what it does is it's bringing different sections of the wall hanging together, making it more cohesive. And the reason I say that is because not only is it overlapping this eyelet trim, but it's overlapping, these are some of my favorite fabrics. This was my log cabin quilt piece. So it's just kind of pulling that whole section together. And I like that very much. And then like when I sewed the heart down, like I moved it a little bit from it where it originally was, but like I wanted to make sure I was going over some of the area where two pieces are sewn together, and like over the corner here where the pieces were sewn together underneath, just to, again, make it look more cohesive and not so choppy, if that makes any sense. You can let me know if that makes sense or not. But so those are the pieces I've added for prompt number 5, and I'm totally loving this whole project, the wall hanging and everything. I'm just going to go real slow so that you can see the whole thing. Pretty much, you can see from side to side the whole thing. And so everything is sewn down except for this trim right here and the applique that's above, but everything else is sewn down. So this applique right here. And I just also wanted to share with you a wall hanging that I made about 2 to 3 years ago. And it was on my living room wall, and I took it down because I wanted to show you, um, I guess my style. And so I have it hanging, this one with a dowel. And the backing of it is a linen napkin. And and this was back when I was very, very new to slow stitching. And, just adding different pieces of embroidery, pieces and buttons and dangly charms and some lace and doing some canthus stitching and adding a little bit of frilly fun stuff. This just kind of goes over, but it's supposed to look like that. But beautiful cotton lace and, layering some fabrics with French knots. These are like almost like glass beads. And this was a flower that was in my stash, on top of a doily, on top of fabric. Some stitches in the cross pattern. This over here, I have a metal number 9. So I'm bringing in different, it's not all fabric. And then this is a silk scarf, a woman's silk scarf, this brown piece. And this here, this bling down here, that's a bracelet. And then I have over here some hanging pieces with the beads and a piece of a doily. And this is like I said, this was, I think, my first wall hanging of this size. And I love it. And I have different sizes of wall hangings. Yeah, so it's just something that I love to do, and I just wanted to share that's something I did a few years ago. So that's really it for today. Let me know what you think of what I have added for prompt number 5 of a Lacey doily. And I am ready for the next prompt. Yes, and all the links are in my description box. So definitely head over to Rachel and Sarah's YouTube channels as well as the Facebook group. All right, I'll be back. All right, thanks so much for watching and have a blessed week. All righty, bye-bye.